Oil base, the stuff that we use. So I washed my face and hair with Dawn dish soap to try and get it off my skin as much as possible.
So you're saying
Awful.
in those clips where you see the officers just casually strolling along, spraying protesters doing nothing but sitting there. Cruelty is the point.
Yeah, that's fucked up. I will not be using it on someone unless they absolutely deserve it, because it fucking sucks.
So I came across a new podcast. There's only they just came out with their 5th episode, I think, yesterday or something. It's called It's a Getch Thing. It's at the Scatcast Network. It's the same Mr. Script Keeper, who used to work for TimeSuck, kind of went off and started his own thing.
Oh yeah.
So he's got anyway, this It's a Getch Thing is this friend of his that spent 27 years in the service, and his lady friend, wife, girlfriend, I don't know. His co-host is his significant other, and they get to chatting about I don't know, just life events and stuff. They're pretty interesting to just hear chat up about their point of view on just the random shit they talk about. But a lot of it kind of circles back to his career, because he spent 27 years as a police officer, and this fucking dude had a wild ass career, bro. From being in a gang unit to being a hostage negotiator. This fucking dude just has the wildest fucking stories, dude. I figured it would be, since you're in that career, you should look it up, because I bet you would get a kick out of some of these stories this guy's got. Well, so should we give it a minute, or should we kick this off with a recap? It's been a while, fellas. Holy shit.
I think technically everybody's here, even if they're just listening, so we can start off with the recap, and you could let us know what Locris knows about demons and devils that we see on the field.
Okay, yeah, fair. All right, so yeah, I'll send you that link. Let's see. Let's start this off with that recap then. Last session began with the party falling through a portal onto a wooden stage, surrounded by a sea of fans cheering as they returned from the final leg of the Tournament of Kings. Golden chest in tow from the divine realm of dragons, Darius announces the sands of justice moving forward alongside the cult of Aeron. He announces that at dusk, mages around the realm will begin opening portals to the king's castle in the king's city for all of those interested in attending the following ceremony. With a few hours to spare, after destroying yet another anchor crystal, the party did some recon on its enemies, made some purchases, and offloaded some gear. After celebrating briefly, dusk finally falls, and the party, alongside many others, make their way to one of these portals and are transported across Tirna to just outside the king's castle. However, as the crowds began to arrive, catastrophe. The star of Nerul, a pearl-colored rogue moon, falls from the sky and crashes directly into the castle. It immediately destroys the castle, and the shockwave emitted from impact leaves what remains of the city and its people in ruins. Time then stops. As Zeriotal Ziaxilius, the party's copper dragon ally from the divine realm of dragons, collects them all upon a nearby hill overlooking the city's destruction. Zeriotal, giving up a 1,000-year career as defender of the realm, not only rescued the Sands of Justice, but opens a portal to the Nine Hells to aid them, as one final anchor crystal stands between them and any hope of defeating Nerul. and it resides deep in the Nine Hells. The party then ventures forth. Met with some smoke and ash and flame, the party quickly finds shelter in the form of Blade's magical mansion spell. There they recover and plan. Armed with Locris's knowledge of the realm and aided by a cloudwalk spell from Logos, the party quickly locate the river Styx and begin following it, with intent of heading deeper into the Nine Hells. As the river itself dives into a nearby mountainous volcano, it has led them to a massive set of double doors and a battle taking place in front of them. And that is where we are now. So I'll drop another pic of this battle map. I think, hold on. I'm gonna send a couple because it's I don't know, it will represent the battlefield a little better. Here we go. Okay, so what you guys are looking at, you guys see kind of as you're floating there in your gaseous forms, you're looking at this like a battle unfold kind of beneath you. To your right is the river Styx. It seems to be flowing into this like demonic steel grate as it flows directly into the mountain. There is like I said, there's this big battle taking place in front of you, but beyond the battle, there are these giant metal, like demonic metal doors, and they are huge. They are like 50 feet in height, and they look very thick, and they are probably let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. They are like 30 feet wide. So hefty doors, and so now we kind of cut to what you guys would actually know about the realm and what is going on in this particular instance. So, in order to get to the next level of hell, you need to make it through the door. The door itself has we'll call it a mechanism that is similar to like a rotary phone. It's like a bunch of circles that rotate. Well, there is enough of these circles for 10 coins, and that is what is going to open this door. Now, they have to specifically be soul coins. Now, Lil Chris, you would know all about this from your random studies into the various other realms. Soul coins are a kind of currency in the Nine Hells. And aside from acting as a currency, a soul coin is bound to a damned soul, someone who has been punished to the realm of hell. And so anyone who holds a soul coin is in full command of this person's soul. They serve them as a servant. They obey their every beck and call. And in the realm of devils and demons, they are all very power hungry and kind of backstabbing, very like Game of Thronesy as far as their factions go, and so these soul coins are always changing hands. It's possible for one demon or devil to have hundreds of soul coins and command a single army that will, they will bend to his will no matter what he says, or even if it means sacrificing themselves, etc., etc. They have no sense of like self-preservation. They just do what they are commanded by who owns their soul coin. So, with that in mind, these devils are constantly trying to usurp one another so that they can claim higher status. But part of usurping and getting that higher status is getting the ability to move on to the next layer of hell, not being stuck on the first layer of hell. So this battle that is taking place in front of these doors is literally a battle to see who can open the doors to move on to the next layer of the realm. It looks like there are a couple of different factions here at play. there are two different types of devil, like families, if you will, that are fighting one another. They are one of them is primarily blue, the other is primarily red. They are known as Abashi, and they are these like very draconic looking devil folk. And it would appear that not only are the blue and red Abashi fighting each other on this battlefield, but there are also a pile of these like souls, these people who own soul coins are being commanded, are commanding their spirits that they can control, etc., etc. So these damned souls are working with some of these devils, and the whole point of this brawl is to earn enough coins to crank this mechanism and gain access to the lower levels of hell. So, with that being said, you can assume that some of these devils probably have coins on them, but not, none of them, at least none of them that you were aware of as you kind of watch this battle take place, seem to have all of the coins, or maybe there's some other reason why they're not, activating the mechanism, but essentially these two factions are going at it, and you guys are all like just floating up in the sky, kind of in the shape of clouds. We'll say a few hours have passed, but I think the duration of the spell was 8 hours, so we'll say you guys got a full like hour still of this form you guys can maintain. But yeah, you guys are watching this kind of war between these devil tribes essentially take place. So kind of tell me how you would like to proceed. And one other note, I guess, is you'll notice that as they fight on, every once in a while, one of them is slain, whether it's a devil or one of these damned spirits. The devils just turn to ash. They completely disintegrate and are gone, out of existence. However, the damned soul, whenever it is slain, you see it like shoot like across the battlefield, this little ball of energy back to where its coin resides. So like once the body is expended, it returns to the coin, and then after a long rest, it reemerges, etc., etc. So tell me kind of how you guys would like to proceed. You guys are essentially just watching a bunch of devils beat the shit out of each other and their minions.
Right, in the spirit of not wasting an hour to open a door that turns out was unlocked, any chance we could just are the doors set into something that's impassable, or could we just fly over? Like, are they set into a wall?
So
if we're clouds.
the doors are set into the mountain, and you know.
Okay, just making sure.
And you know
Just want to
that,
cover the easy bases.
Yeah, the river Styx seems to be flowing into this same mountain, and you know that in order to get deeper into the Nine Hells, you must follow the river Styx.
Would I know roughly the, I guess, strength of these demons? Like, is it if we go down there, we could probably get this? Or is it like, hey, these guys are big badasses. We might knock off one or two before they just smack the shit out of us?
I guess I would allow a knowledge history or an insight check, if you'd like.
Can I have advantage from my research?
Yeah, that's reasonable, yeah.
Are we all able to make that check since we're looking down at the same battlefield?
Yeah, for sure. You guys are all kind of taking it in.
I hadn't got my clicky clacks out yet, but Avray smiled upon me for once.
Yeah, she didn't fucking for me.
Logus rolled a 12 history.
All right.
I think
Blade.
Leader's defense, he's probably trying to figure out if these demons are his relatives.
They are very Dragonborn-esque, aren't they? Okay, so I mean, Gladier and Logos aside, you guys can't make heads or tails of the overall strength and ability of these particular demons. But the lot of the rest of you, you're kind of gauging the situation and you're watching what's happening. These guys are fighting with swords and axes and stabs. You see them shirking off blows. You see them one hit these uh, spirits that they're working for. These damned spirits, these damned souls. They themselves, a lot of them are like beefy warriors, and they seem to be getting tossed around like ragdolls. You see these abashi are doing things like one of the blue ones will spit into its hand and then grip it, and it will become a like lightning bolt javelin, and they hurl it through the battlefield, and it cuts through several individuals. You see various abashi doing things like teleporting. They just like kind of warp from one point to another. You guys, on top of all this intense fighting and brutally maiming one another, you see that a lot of the times they walk it off. You see spells that you guys kind of recognize as being, spells you guys probably cast yourselves sometimes, things like Mage Hand and Fireball, and you see that even some of these spirits seem to have magical prowess. Though most of them seem to be more of the warrior ilk, that is the more valued, kind of soul coin. There are some that throw a lightning bolt or a magic missile, but for the most part, you could tell that the damned souls are probably a bit squishy. You guys could probably take a whole horde of them. But these devils, the way they fight and how they're not only dealing heavy damage but being dealt heavy damage and kind of shirking it off, they are comparable in strength and ability to you all.
Okay, and when one dies and you say he turns to ash, are we able to determine what about what he's carrying? Like, does it seem that when he gets killed, all the coins disappear too, or are they left behind where we can just grave rob?
I'll say, you guys got time to watch, but yeah. So the items that the devil is carrying remain. His weapon, and maybe some armor, etc. And you notice that that's the first thing that happens, whether it's one of these damned souls or one of the devils. Like they immediately fall upon their fallen enemy and retrieve the coins. And once the coins are in their hand, the minions switch over. So the minions stop fighting their former devil enemy and bend the knee, and then he has more coins. So though the body disintegrates, the gear remains.
So theoretically, if we gain the soul coins, then we would slowly take control and amass our own army.
Correct.
Okay. Well,
I think we'll have to find one of them, preferably a bigger one that's kind of to the side, and ambush them.
yeah, I mean, if we all pile onto one that has like at least a couple souls, we could get a jump start, or we could try to like split into two and take out a few low levels and then use the low level souls to help us take a bigger one. We don't have a lot of time to talk about this. What do you think, boys? We got to pull the trigger.
Well, we gotta find one to take down. We can't move on without soul coins. We have to take soul coins off a dead body.
So Logos
Yeah.
casted the cloud spell on you guys. So you guys have a little bit of time, but I'm not sure what the transformation process is back to human or back to humanoid? Is it something that takes a few minutes, or is it something that's instant? I guess we'll have to read the
It
language of this film.
takes a minute.
So you guys have an hour, but it takes a minute to return to your mortal form. So keep that in mind when you guys do your plan.
Which spell was that, Lucas?
I believe it was Cloud Walk, something like that.
I believe you're correct. Let me look. It's called Wind Walk.
Yeah, there you go. Something like that.
So yeah, I think we maybe fly around until we find one that's one or two as far away from the others as possible, so we could get in.
What
Maybe
about
one with just a couple.
the number 3 on the right side? It's the most isolated for the highest number, it looks like.
That's the one I was looking at.
Yeah, I say we pounce on him and go from there.
Does it look like that number 3 on the right side is like not being paid attention to, or does it look like there's some the other side or in their own side kind of ready to square up on them?
Okay, so number 3 on the right side seems to be engaging in ranged combat with the number 3 across from it. Now, both number 3s have a one of the gray figurines attacking, so both have a single minion on the battlefield at this moment. And so it's actually fighting, and it's not only ranged fighting the other number 3, but it is currently in melee with the other number 3's minion. This it looks like a bulky Viking man. He looks like he's injured. There's several arrows sticking out of him, several deep gashes, but he fights on.
Sean, how high up is the ceiling in this room?
No ceiling. You're on the top layer of the nine hells. As far as you can see up in the sky is just black volcanic smoke and raining ash.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Renwick could get in and pickpocket a coin off him while he's distracted in combat.
I mean, that's not a bad idea if they're tangible coins that are just like items on, like their belts or whatever.
So while we're here, what's the distance? I could throw up an arcane gate and let you get through, and then prevent them from getting close to us until they come charging.
Not a bad
But I
idea. I mean,
mean,
I'm down to try to pickpocket mid-fight. They're distracted, so
yeah,
anybody by
because right
chance
now,
have any invisibility?
Okay, so while you guys plan, we don't have to act yet, but let's go ahead and roll initiative. Let's get that out of the way, because this is going down.
it's either fight and then just keep trying to survive, or we think outside the box and see if we can avoid burning all our shit.
I don't think we're avoiding the fight. It's really just how do we minimize the amount we have to fight to get 10 coins and get the fuck out of here. But that being said, my opening turn could be an attempt at pickpocketing if we want to play it like that.
And I need some Gladiator. What was your score?
Oh, sorry. Missed that. That is a 12 plus 1. 13.
Okay, perfect.
Do you have invisibility, Logos?
I forgot that we leveled up, so I'm still trying to manage what the hell I picked. Let me double check.
Oh my goodness. I am rolling like garbage. Here I am. I was like, whoa, Logos is at the bottom of initiative? That doesn't happen very often. And I rolled below him twice.
Damn.
Nope. Let's make that 3 times. God damn it.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yeah, my initiative rolls kind of sucked on that one. Okay, so what do you guys think your plan is gonna be here? Renwick, you're definitely gonna be at the top of the round for sure.
Oh, is that what you want to try, Renwick? Delay your action until I open an arcane gate?
So, sorry, I was muted. I can only delay an action. I can't delay a whole turn. So that wouldn't work anyway. 10, 5. I have to dash to get to the closest demon. Or devil, sorry. I mean, Sean said they're tangible items. I'm definitely not going to one-shot one, but I'm not going to get to number 3 in time. So I think while the 2 4s in front of me are fighting, I'm gonna bonus action dash, so I have 50 feet of movement, and I'm gonna move in and try to pickpocket the one on the right side. See if I can steal some soul coins.
Okay, yeah. 40 feet of movement gets you there, so you still got a little bit of that. But yeah, as you run up on this combatant, give me both a stealth and a sleight of hand check. Or are you just not going stealth, just full smash and grab?
I mean, if I can stealth, I might as well give it a shot.
Yeah, I mean, well, so you have to manifest first. So technically, you're still a cloud. You could manifest yourself, kind of like just to come to existence behind.
Okay, yeah, so how's that gonna work? Because that's gonna be 10 rounds for us to manifest.
Well, you guys won't get involved until you manifest. So we're not gonna go through 10 rounds.
Yeah, that's I was gonna say, like, are we just starting this combat as we manifest and we're just choosing where to manifest? Because that's a game changer.
I'm essentially saying, yeah, you have your choice of where you would like to manifest. It does take a minute, but you.
All right, I mean, if I can manifest on the square to the right of the blue 3, or rather like the devil next to the blue 3. I want to be basically flanking that devil with the blue 3, and I'll manifest behind it and try to pickpocket it.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me still a stealth and a sleight of hand. Well, a sleight of hand.
All right. Well, with the plus 17 stealth,
I mean,
that's a 29.
you roll the most ones of anybody I ever met, so I had to check.
Touche. That's why I've built in contingencies. I have fucking reliable talent. So even my ones are tens sometimes.
Nice. Yeah. Well, with as you kind of manifest from your misty form, you reach for this man's coin purse, this devil's coin purse, unseen. You're a small figure, and the chaos of the battle around you, and you're kind of blurred by your cloak. You are unseen at the moment.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna try to pickpocket him. So that's gonna be a 25 sleight of hand. And actually, I think I have advantage because I have gloves of thievery. That's actually a 29.
You snatch the coin purse from this devil. Give me a perception check. It's not going to be a great DC, but don't bomb it.
All right, fair enough, fair enough. 24.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so you snatch this coin purse off of this devil, and the devil opposite you, the other three, that's also kind of engaging in this battle. The minion that is engaging him immediately ignores the demon, and he takes a couple of steps towards you and drops to one knee. At that point, the the devil uses his reaction to make an attack and lobs this person's head clean off. They transform into a beam of light, and it rushes to the sack that you are holding. So one minion eliminated.
Okay, so there I would have 2 minions then, because I stole his whole coin purse.
So I'll give you a free action to open the bag. Go ahead and roll me 1d4.
All right. That's a 1.
So 1 plus the 1 that entered, that is 2 total soul coins.
Okay, sweet. So I assume action to pickpocket, so I'd still have movement bonus action.
Correct.
Yeah, I guess I'll bonus action disengage. Oh fuck, do I move back or forwards? I'm just gonna shift, I guess we'll say 20 feet back toward the party and see what they do, and I'll sort of like brandish the coin purse and hold up a 2.
Okay, excellent. Moving on down from there. Here, I'll try to keep you guys updated as I can. Moving on down, that'll be Locris. You are next up. So you see Renwick pull some of these maneuvers. How do you go about this?
Good question. Ah, see what?
It's kind of at an angle, but if you have any questions, hit me up.
Da, 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 da. Now, Locris is built for just violence. Not very good at the sneaky shit.
Violence is definitely an option in hell.
Let's see. I think
Here's like a more aerial view of the map, if that helps.
so. Renwick's down by him. Locris would I guess try to sneak gas form behind the other 4. The one Renwick didn't rob.
Okay, so Renwick is actually just passing the 4s battling. The one Renwick assaulted was actually the green 3. So Renwick is near them, but he's just kind of returning to the party. That's not the one he robbed.
Yeah, I
That
went for
is
that far right one we were talking about. Once Sean said that you could manifest wherever you wanted, I went for the one we originally talked about and pickpocketed him and netted 2 coins.
all right. I think let's try it anyway. Locris would manifest on the blue 4. And then
Okay, like behind him, or would you like to?
yeah, behind him.
Okay, perfect.
And then would try to pickpocket.
Okay, give me both a stealth and a sleight of hand.
Good thing I'm so good at these with a 2. All right, stealth first is 16. And then sleight of hand, I have advantage. Going to be a 14.
Okay, so you're not quite as small or unnoticeable as Renwick. And as you kind of manifest and reach in to grab this guy's coin purse, though he is engaged with this other devil that he is fighting, he sees you and he grabs at his coin purse. So the both of you find yourselves playing a bit of tug of war. Go ahead and give me a athletics check, contested athletics check to see who can hold on to this belt.
A 17.
Well, hold on, let me double check. 12 on the die. Nope. Just becomes a 15. So you manage to rip these soul coins out of the grip of this devil.
I will then action search and dimension door. So fuck away from it.
Excellent choice.
And I'll pop up back near where the party was. If there's a way to kind of be hidden, I'd like to do that where he doesn't kind of see where I pop out.
It's kind of a barren landscape. You could be hidden, but you would have to be well off the map. You got like 500 feet of movement, don't you, with that spell?
Yeah, I'm thinking like where he might not see me just pop up. I don't want to be like near him, but where, because he's got the guy in front of him, his perception might be at a disadvantage based on where I land.
Okay, I'll say in order to acquire that, you'll have to go, I don't know, about 100, we'll call it 120 feet from where you just were. So
Okay.
that would put you temporarily off of the battle map. You are, several squares behind where the party has started.
Then I won't do that. I don't want the party to necessarily get danger, but I'll go, let's say, left of the party about an extra 40 feet so that I'm kind of out of his range unless he decides to disengage from his own battle.
Okay, for sure. Makes sense.
And that will end my turn.
Alrighty. Moving on down from Locris, that is Blade.
Oh boy. Okay. So the ones with the purses, the devils, they're the ones with the purses.
Correct. The blue 3 and 4 have already been relieved of their coin purses.
Maybe I'm going to try similar kind of attempt here. Can I go for the red four?
Yeah, absolutely. You can kind of choose where you want to manifest where you want to rematerialize on this plane. So do you want to be like right behind him as you kind of reform?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, right behind him. And I'm gonna do a little pickpocketing myself. Blade used to be a little thief back in his day a little bit.
All right. Let's go ahead and get a stealth and a sleight of hand check from you. Stealth first. And don't fuck it up or you die, no pressure. Oh. Okay, 15 stealth.
Hmm. Yeah.
Oh man, you're lucky. Like, get a massive perception bonus, but I critical failed that perception check, you son bitch. You're currently stealthed. Go ahead and give me that sleight of hand.
Damn. Okay. Lucky. Natural 20 for 31.
It's not even a struggle. It's like the easiest. You've been robbing your good friend Gladiator for all this time. You've seen it happen so many times. Gladiator get his coin purse nicked. It's like an art at this point, and with a curtsy and a pinch, you lift this guy's coin purse without him even knowing.
Oh boy. Okay. Can I guess kind of seeing everyone else do the same thing. I'm gonna go ahead. So he doesn't notice me?
Critical fail on perception and the nat 20 on the sleight of hand. He's unaware of you at all.
Okay. Then I guess I'll just like maybe if can I just like see if anyone notices me? Like could I just walk away from this and just be like, "Meh."
Yeah, give me an insight check.
Oh boy.
As far as you can tell, you are unnoticed.
Yeah, maybe I'll just kind of make my way back to the group, just kind of walk back. I'll kind of look at Renwick while he's like sitting there and I'll be like put my arms up like I don't know. Walk away with the purse kind of happily. Maybe skip.
Okay, let me make a roll here. You know what? Actually, as you walk away, you make your way towards kind of where the party was. How we'll call it, I don't know, 20 feet or so towards where the party was. But as you walk away, the two minions fighting alongside the two number fours, they drop to a knee and facing different directions, and the devils take their reaction, and each of them slices down yet another minion. And as the heads roll, the beams of light venture swiftly across the battlefield into your coin purse. A couple more minions eliminated.
Yeah, I'm gonna fucking hurry then. Get the fuck out of
Ah, in the coming up in the middle. That's not very often, but Logos, you are up.
Oh, okay. A lot going on here. Is that last map you said that's some updated one where everyone's at right now?
Here, let me send one more. Updated. It's easier to get like an aerial pic.
I picture Sean having a little step stool as he's lifting his camera, adjusting the lighting.
Alright. Exactly. You keep picturing that.
He's actually hired a professional photographer to just stand behind him and make sure he's not in the shot. Get the DM's true vision.
Critical Role's set team is just hanging out at my house getting stoned. Okay, so that's the most current map. You are the dark blue, kind of in the lower right corner. Renwick is ahead of you. Technically, this is like a surprise round, so like you kind of just get to manifest anywhere on the battlefield, and then we go from there. We're not in full initiative quite yet. This is technically a surprise round. So, where would you like to manifest on this battlefield, there, Logos?
Well, let me ask.
Green three and both fours have been relieved of their coin purses.
Let me ask you two DM questions. Kind of gonna determine what I do. And your ruling as a DM, would some of them having wings, if they were to take fall damage, would that negate some of the fall damage if it was forced by like reverse gravity?
Um, I would say I would leave it up to the dice. I would make it like a deck save or something versus your spell modifier, I guess, to see if they were quick enough to get their wings out.
And would I be able, since Locris is nearby, would I be able to know if these, considering they're devils, would they be immune to fire or resistant fire damage?
For sure. That's like a general rule of thumb in all of the Nine Hells. Pretty much everything you encounter from this point to the end of the campaign is going to have fire resistance or just be straight up immune to fire damage.
Well, okay then. I will leave it to the dice then. Uh, I'm gonna cast reverse gravity, and it's a 50-foot radius. Actually, yeah, 50-foot radius, 100 feet high. I'm just gonna put it right in the middle, try to get as many of them as I can.
Okay, 50-foot radius. Let's see here. So where did you want to manifest at first? Because can you cast spells from your mist form? I think you have to become
Oh
human.
no, I will. I can cast it from 100 feet away, so I'll get a safe place, safe enough distance where I can be within range if I need to. Uh, I guess I'd be at maybe 60 feet away from the bottom one, and then kind of cast the 50 feet where I could do the most damage.
Okay, 50-foot radius, you said?
Yes.
And is that like some kind of save, or How does that work?
It's a dex save, dex 19.
Okay, perfect. With a 50-foot radius, let's see. That's a big one. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'll say if you position it just right, you can get 6 devils. Both 2s, both 3s, and both 4s.
Okay, I'll do that. Dex 19 on a fail, they go 100 feet up, and then
Okay, they actually get advantage on spell saves versus spells. So far, I've got 2 passes. That one's gonna be a fail. Wait, what's the DC?
19.
Oh yeah, that one's a fail. Only 15. So 1 fail, 2 pass. We got 3 more to go. That's gonna be another pass. That's gonna be another pass. That is 17. 17. Yep, pass. So 1 of the 6 fail.
No, that's fucking stupid. Well, I will just. Are the coin purses like attached to them? Could it be like to see if maybe their coin purses fly off of them too? Maybe with reverse gravity.
They're definitely firmly attached at the belt.
Okay,
These
then.
are
Well,
flying creatures as well, so they're not totally unfamiliar with having to be aerodynamic.
well, with that one, he'll fly up. Since it was a bust, I'll just drop the spell and let him fall and take that fucking damage.
What is that? 100 feet? What was that? 10d6?
Yeah, d6 damage.
All right, man. Roll me out some damage. Hell yeah.
Give, give me like, give me at least 4 tens. I mean, 6. It's 45 points of damage to that one guy, to that one little devil.
Damn, 45. Okay. I'm gonna say the one that failed the save was the red 3.
And that was my first ever 7th level spell, which was a fucking waste.
They get advantage and they have insane, like a plus 11 to dex saves. So, with that,
Yeah, I'm in a bonus action. Enter my starry form, and that'll probably just be my turn there.
okay, with that, would typically be, we're still in surprise round, so Gladier, you are next up.
Okay. There's so many people. Well, I think we've given up any pretense of being sneaky or stealthy. So, what is the range on this spell again? Where are you?
The last map is still pretty correct. It's just Logos is several feet behind where he is on that picture.
Gotcha. All right. I wish this fucking thing did more, but it's kind of.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just do this for now. Where? 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
So what spell are you about to drop on this bad boy?
I think I'm gonna do Guardian of Faith. It's not the strongest, but I can only really get up close to the closest people, and this will allow me to put something between us and the fucking horde of people that are in front of us. Um, yeah, so I'm going to use my 40 feet of movement to get up next to um, Renwick is green, right? He's still up there.
Yeah, and technically you can just kind of like manifest anywhere on the map since you're still in like a cloud form. You can just kind of
Yeah,
be. So you don't have to start at the starting point you are on the map.
gotcha. Yeah, I'm gonna get next to Ren. Well, I'll put a 5 foot space between me and Renwick, so I'll be in front of the red four while he's in front of the green four. Um, and I'll just like manifest in front of this uh little creepy guy. I'm gonna drop Guardian of Faith. It has a range of 30 feet, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I can get, it looks like I can get in between the two number twos. So I'll drop it right there, like right in, like in the middle of those two guys. Um, and I'll put the language of the spell in the chat. But
Okay, yeah.
I basically just drop this spectral guardian. Um, he occupies that space, and any hostile creature that moves to a space within 10 feet of the guardian for the first time on a turn must succeed on a dexterity saving throw. If the creature fails, they take 20 radiant damage or half as much damage on a successful one. The guardian vanishes when it has dealt a total of 60 damage. So it's
That's a
just
pretty dope
chilling
spell. I
there.
like that.
Yeah. And it's, I guess it comes out as just like this blinding white form, like almost like so bright, like you can't even really pick out, like discern any features. But it's just this like golden humanoid form, and it just has a similar sword and shield to myself. And it just stands there stoic, waiting for someone to get close.
Excellent. You said 10 feet? Okay. Oh,
Yeah, and I'll leave it up to you. It sounds like, because it says any that moves to a space within 10 feet of the guardian, not starts their turn. So I would assume maybe, yeah. So I don't think it would. So I guess like anyone running by close by would get hit, but I'm. It sounds like the two number twos, they didn't technically move to that space. They were already there when it was summoned. So I don't know if it would just attack those. I'll leave that up to your discretion. Whatever you want to do with the language of the spell.
Yeah, I'd say if they move, they're pretty fucked. So whether they move toward him or away from him, it seems like they're going to take damage.
All right, cool. Yeah, and so that's my action, my movement. Bonus action. There is a devil on this plane that wants Renwick's soul. So I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith. Oh no, I can't cast Shield of Faith on him. That's two spells. Okay, then never mind. I can't do anything. That is my turn.
All right, all right. So as we reach the bottom of the round, now that you guys have manifested, um, A tremor, a rippling earthquake shakes the earth and devastates the battlefield. Everybody on the battlefield has to make a dexterity saving throw, but the Abashis, with their ability to instantaneously be flying, are not affected. So the damned spirits and all of you relying on ground, give me a dexterity saving throw versus the earthquake.
28 for Logus.
Not a problem. You just kind of roll with it.
15 for Locris.
Meets it beats. It's hard. You have to focus. It shakes you real good, but you stay on your feet.
23.
Success as you kind of bob and weave around.
Uh, 24. I somehow beat Renwick on a
Well, actually, you
dexterity
didn't.
save.
You just reminded me of your aura, and now it's a 28.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, pass as well. All of you guys managed to stay on your feet. Yeah, 29 for Blade. Nice. And with that, the devils you guys have robbed are at this point very much aware that you are not only here, but you have wronged them in some way. But that being said, surprise round's over with. Back to the top of the round. Renwick, how do you proceed? I'll drop another pick in the feed for you.
Much appreciated. And Blade and Blade netted 2 coins, was it? Or have you guys both not looked at how many coins you have?
You were the only one that checked.
Okay. All right. So we definitely probably need more, but at least we have a few. So we got to go for something here.
Okay, here is the new battle map. It's kind of hard to distinguish you versus Logos, but you are the figure right next to Gladier, the big red one.
Gotcha. Okay. So we've already got the guy on the right. We've already hit the 2 4s. I guess I'm gonna go. You know what? We have quite a few. I'm gonna go straight to the left. I'm gonna bonus action dash, and I see quite a big line of enemies. So I'm fairly certain this is the best opportunity for lightning bolt that I'm ever gonna get. So I'm gonna try to create a distraction and do some damage for the team so we can keep trying to lift these coins.
Yeah, so there's definitely a line of... What line are you thinking? Because I can see several, so you tell me.
I will let you place me because you have a better view, but whichever, like, I am looking for maximum targets that I could hit at one shot.
And how much movement are you burning?
With my bonus action dash, I can have 50 feet of movement, so I should have more than enough to line that up pretty well.
I'll say 40 feet can get you in a line where you hit 5 enemies.
Fucking sick. So yeah, Renwick, who can move through spaces of creatures larger than him, thankfully, just like slides right under, like through Gladier's legs. And as he stands back up, he starts like sprinting across the battlefield, and he kind of like winks at you guys. And like as he slides and comes to a stop, he just lifts his eye patch, and the eye starts to glow, and all of a sudden this like bolt of lightning rips out of the eye like a fucking laser beam, and he just sends this bolt like chaining through 5 of these devils.
And that's a dex save?
Yes.
Okay. There's 3
And
devils
that
and
at my
2...
level is a DC 19
Okay.
deck save.
So I got 3 devils and 2 damned souls. So the devils actually get advantage on. That one's not going to matter. So the first one actually fails. The second one, 17 on the die, becomes over 20. The third one, 16 pass or fail?
Fail.
Oh, so that's 2 fails. And then these damned souls only. That's another raw 16, which is a fail, and a 19. 19 pass or fail?
19 meets it beats.
Okay, so you got a couple of the demons and one of the minions as well.
31 damage and half damage to anybody that passed.
Okay, so let me do 31 and 31. You full on fry the damned soul who was fighting alongside his devil master. One of them is just singed, and you watch this soul not only get destroyed, but then become a ball of light and shoot across the battlefield into the pouch of a nearby devil.
Sick. And then if I have 10 feet of movement, I'll just try to put some space between me and the closest devil, sort of back up toward the team.
Yeah, okay. For sure. All right.
I can't believe it's taken me 18 fucking levels to finally get a decent lightning bolt, Sean. I thought you were going to counterspell me. I was prepared for the heartbreak.
No, not this time. They do have
The nervous anxiety. I can't even celebrate a 5 target lightning bolt because I was so anxious that you were just gonna fuck me.
They do have a handful of spells, but unfortunately, counterspell is not one of them.
Thank Christ. I'm glad I got one off this campaign. I'm sure it won't happen again.
All right, moving on down from Renwick, that would be Locris. You are up. You're kind of off in the corner of this battlefield.
I would like to see how many coins I procured.
Go ahead and roll me 1d4 plus 1.
Let's see how generous Avery's feeling here. What a bitch.
2 coins.
All right. I think seeing the carnage, having some coins, I think Locris would just start making his way. Yes. Towards where, let's say where Blade is.
Okay, making your way towards where Blade is. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 feet will get you pretty much right next to Blade.
All right. From there, looks like Bladier is right up with some people.
Yeah.
Let's Eldritch Blast the Red 4.
Ooh, nice call. Okay. Go ahead and give me some attack rolls.
All right, let's see. That is 4 beams.
Very nice.
And my thing is plus 10. 25.
Oh, that hits.
That one's. All right, that one's done. And a 17.
17 does not hit, unfortunately.
Hey, I had a nat 1 and then a nat 2 back to back.
Oof.
All right, well, that'll be 7 plus charisma. 12. 12 points of force damage.
All right, noted. One of your blasts lands true, flies over Gladier's shoulder.
And then as a bonus action, let's become gigantic. Fuck it.
Okay, nice. You invoke your giant size.
And I will end my turn.
Okay, moving on down from Locris to Blade. Blade, you are up.
Hmm. Um. I think Blade would kind of follow what Locris did a little bit. I'm going to also kind of just check and see how many coins I procured as well.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll me 1d4 plus 1.
Okay.
4 total soul coins.
All right. Um, Blade is going to go ahead and he's going to see Gladier taking on these two guys right in front of him, and Blade is going to kind of pull out his double neck lute and then play kind of like on the upper neck, just a one kind of like strum, and you kind of like start to see like static kind of erupting from like the neck, and then pulsing out, and then flying over him and hitting the two enemies before him. So I'm going to cast Synaptic Static.
Oh, nice.
It's got a 20-foot range, or like kind of like circular like area. So I'd try to like cast it like in front of him. So like just basically like the circle ended like right with them. So Glader doesn't get caught in it, of course.
Oh, okay, for sure. And what do you need from me?
So
Intelligence save? Again?
yes. Yes, yep.
Okay, let me look up that one. Oh my goodness. Okay. First guy, 22. Second guy, 16?
The 16 fails.
Alright, so we'll call that the green boar. And what is that? Damage and like a ability negative or something?
Yep, he'll get an effect. So for damage, it's going to be 33 points for the one that didn't save, half for the other.
Okay. Yeah, your spell reaches out and bursts. Seems to have more effect on one than the other, but they both take a bit of damage as the static kind of clears.
Perfect. Sorry, I realized I was on mute as I was telling you what the effects were. It was so the one that failed has muddled thoughts, so it takes a d6 and subtracts that number from its attack rolls and ability checks, as well as its con saves.
Okay, so I'm just gonna, rather than roll a d6 every single time, I'm just gonna let you roll a d6 right now, and then I'll apply that going forward.
Gotcha. Fair enough.
Because I forget shit, and then your spell will eventually be forgotten.
All right, so 2 from its abilities.
Okay, let me make that note. -2. All right, and con saves specifically.
And con save specifically.
Okay, perfect.
And then I think for a bonus action, I'm going to give. I'm going to give. You know what? No, I'm not going to do any inspo right now. I'm going to save that shit. I'm going to kind of stay where I am.
Okay, perfect. Right next to giant Locris is not a bad spot.
That's what I thought.
That would bring us down. Anything else? That's it.
That's it. I might just relay tell Locris like, hey, I got 4 of them, 4 coins.
Low Crystal just thumbs up.
Okay, perfect. Moving on down. Logos, you are up. You are kind of a distance, safe distance away from all of the action going on. Tell me kind of how you proceed.
Is that one little fucker that took 45 damage from my reverse gravity? Is he still up?
Yes, that would be the red 3. Looking quite annoyed and glaring in your direction specifically.
I'm gonna give him a little smile and I'm gonna shoot him in the face with my bow.
Excellent. Go ahead and give me some attack rolls.
Should I make him my enemy for looking at me like that? Nah. First one that hits a 29.
Oh, that hits.
Second is, oh, thank God. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
That was almost a nat 1. Okay. First one, 7 points of damage. Second, 12 points of damage. I'm gonna bonus action attack again from my starry form. We're looking at dirty 20.
Dirty 20 unfortunately does not hit. Glances off.
Really? Oh. That will be. I don't. Did I roll? I think I rolled before the end of last session with my tattoo charges. That's all right. I'll look for it if I rolled or not. That'll be my turn for now. How far away
I don't
am I?
remember. I can't. Honestly, I didn't write that down.
How far away am I from this dude glaring at me?
The dude that you just shot, you've got a pretty good distance. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. You're about 75 feet from this guy.
I'm gonna move 5 feet back, make it a clean 80. And that'll be my turn.
Okay, for sure. Moving on down from Logos. Finally, some good action on my end. So, I will say that some of the battle is going to be taking place amongst themselves. There are individuals you guys have not really messed with yet, but some of you have. So first, it's going to be the Red Devils. Let's see here. One continues to battle on. The two is going to Yeah. Okay, so one continues to battle. Two is attempting to continue to battle. However, he is kind of in the range of your guardian spell there, Gladier. He is going to take a step. So I think that is going to set off your spell.
So it's
He closes the distance
dexterity.
between him and the other devil. So dexterity save?
Yeah, DC 19.
Just shy 18. God damn it. So what is that?
All right. So he
10, what is it, 10 radiant damage, or what was that?
20.
20.
10 if he fails.
Okay. As he moves to engage, we're going to go to 3. 3 is just taking a couple of arrows from Logos. It uses its 50 feet of flying speed, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, to kind of close the gap between itself and Logos. And as it's just sailing through the air, just, relatively quickly across the battlefield, it teleports the remainder of the way, just blinks out of existence, and then right in front of your face, Logos, despite being 80 feet away, the demon, or devil that you just drilled with some arrows, pops up right in front of your face and begins slashing at you with a sword. Boo. These are some terrible rolls. 13 and 19? Do either of those hit, Logos? Boom, boom, boom.
Oh boy.
He's got kids. Something loud must have happened.
Was that at me? Were you asking me something?
Yeah.
Oh, what happened?
19. Does a 19 hit?
I don't know. Does it? Let me check. Sorry, my daughter's throwing a fit over here.
I knew it.
Yes, 19 hits.
Sean, I'm gonna go ahead and cutting words that. I'm just gonna be like, you're gonna have to try harder than that to hit him.
Ooh, nice use of your inspirations or whatever. Oh, yeah, cutting words. Okay, so, well, if you even drop it by 1, I think that's a miss.
Could definitely do that. I can roll it out though if you'd like.
Yeah, just for shits and gigs. Let's see what you roll out. What is it, a D10 or D12?
D12 now.
Nice.
Oh, 3. Fuck.
Well, even all you needed was a 1.
No.
Okay. The below actually misses there, Logos, and since he uses bonus action to teleport, he doesn't get the bust out his third attack. So, moving on down from him, the red enemy in front of Gladier just begins swinging away. That's going to be a 24 to hit. That one's a lot. 30 something to hit. His bonus action attack as well. Yeah, fuck. I got a 24 is the lowest of the 3. Does a 24 hit? for Gladier?
Yeah. Yep. That
I didn't know if
is.
you had anything funky you were gonna pull.
No.
He pepper sprays them.
Get back.
Damn, I say.
And that is for okay. All three hits. We're looking at the first one is going to be a 12. The second also a 12. What are the odds? And the third actually 19. So 12, 12, and 19. What are we looking at? 24. That'll be
Close is Gladier to me, or the thing attacking it.
let's see here. 5, 10, 15, about 20 feet or so.
All right. On the, I just went right. Let me make sure my distance is correct. 30 feet. Is there a target within 30 feet of me as well, other than the attacker?
Yeah, there's like some minions that are fighting each other over kind of in front of Renwick a little bit.
All right. Then on the last hit, I am going to set off my cloud rune and have whatever the attack roll plus damage go to one of the other enemies. That's within 30 feet of me.
Okay, yeah. Well, the final blow, kind of using the cloud rune, you redirect the force and shatter the leg of one of these damned souls who's battling hand-to-hand combat. Another one of these damned souls.
So there, it's only 2 sets of damage.
Yeah, so only 24 damage to you, Gladier.
My hero.
5 continues to engage the other 5, and no, actually, he does not. He continues to engage the other 5, but he commands his minion to attack Renwick for throwing the lightning bolt. So, 5, 10, 15, 20.
That seems reasonable.
So a minion begins barreling down the battlefield towards Renwick. Doesn't quite have enough to get there all at once, but he gets close. Let's see here. I'm gonna say one. I'm gonna leave it up to the dice. Does he engage Renwick for the lightning bolt, or does he continue to fight his demon buddy? He for sure said, "Fuck this demon guy. I want to go for Renwick." 10, 15, 20, 25. One of the demons that you just struck with this lightning bolt just straight up teleports. Doesn't even fly or run. He's just there, right in front of you, and he begins swinging maniacally. I believe I make these with disadvantage still, correct?
That you do.
Okay, 4 on the die is not going to be a nerf. 5 on the die is not going to be. They have a pretty good to hit, but you know. Oh yeah, and he used his bonus action to teleport, so he doesn't actually get to take the third attack. So he lands right in front of you and begins swinging wildly this like glaive he has, but he doesn't manage to find any purchase. All right, moving on down from there would be the blue devils. So 1's going to continue to engage, 5's going to continue to engage. 2 is going to make a dexterity save versus Gladier's Guardian. 21, I'm going to assume is a pass.
Yes.
So half damage?
Yeah, just 10 damage for that one.
Okay. He shuffles about, but ultimately continues to engage the other devil. 3 got robbed by Renwick. So, taking flight. Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Actually, yeah. With just his fly movement alone, he manages to soar across the battlefield and flanks Renwick with the other demon. And so, because he's getting flanked, technically not an ally, but you're still flanked by enemies, it's going to be a straight roll this go round. 22 hit for Renwick.
Yes, that is a hit. Like meets it beats.
Okay.
You son of a bitch.
All right. Well, then a dirty 20 second hit. What is that? Okay, so only one of those hit, actually. For a whopping 15 damage.
All right. Well, you took 10 of my temporary hit points and scratched me a little bit. So that was cute.
The Demon 4 is kind of engaged with the Gladier. The first thing this creature does is spit into its hand, and out of this spit a electric, like lightning javelin appears, and it just goes to plunge it straight into Gladier. So the first one is going to be a 28 to hit. I'm going to assume that is. Second is only an 18 to hit. I think that actually misses. And a 21 to hit. That might miss as well.
21 does miss.
Ah. All right. Well, the lightning strike as he plunges this into your being does a little bit of extra damage here, but not too crazy. 20 total points of damage. 5 of that is lightning.
Okie dokie.
Okay, moving on down from there. 5 continues to engage 5, and 6 is actually... I'm going to leave it to the die. It's apparently hate on Renwick time. 6, one of the other demons, Renwick's, or devils Renwick struck. He decides to use his movement to join the Smash the Halfling game that these devils are playing.
Bring it on, buddy. You did some damage to me, so my cloak doesn't reset until top of the round.
Okay, we're looking at the first attack is a 22 to hit. That is a natural 20. Nice. And a 24 to hit. So 22, 24, and a crit.
Yeah, that's all gonna hit. I'll use Uncanny Dodge on the crit, though.
Okay, that's a good call. Okay, so the first couple of attacks are just the sword, but the second one, or the third one, would be like have a lightning modifier. So let's see. The first sword attack is only going to be 12 damage.
Okay.
The second sword attack, which is the critical hit, is going to be 28 damage.
So 14 because of Uncanny Dodge.
Correct. And then the lightning javelin is an additional 21 damage. 6 of that being lightning.
Yeah, that definitely hurt.
Okay, moving on down from there. Gladier, you're up. You're currently getting double teamed by these devils. I will send a new pick in the feed because a lot of things moved around.
Double teamed by some devils.
Yeah, so despite them being of different clans, they have decided that you are the target.
Momentary truce to attack me.
Exactly.
Alright. Oh, and Renwick is surrounded too. Let's see. Now I do what I wanted to do at the end of last turn. And even more so now that he's surrounded by people. Bonus action, Shield of Faith on Renwick. Oh, wait, can I reach him? Oh, yeah, 60 feet range. He's not further than 60 feet.
Nah, you got him.
Yeah, so bonus action, Shield of Faith on Renwick. Renwick, as long as I maintain concentration, you have a +2 to AC. And then I'm just gonna probably just take a swing at each one of these devils in front of me. I'll start with the red devil since I attacked him or ran up on him first.
Okay, give me some attack rolls.
So that's with my Kopesh of the Prism, which don't I have a thing for that? Yes, once per long rest, you can add damage equal to your paladin level. Okay, I might save that for now. All right, so +15 to hit. Is it 21 hit?
21 unfortunately does not hit. He parries your blow.
Jesus. Well, shit. Okay. Did not expect that. It's been a while since we've fought something that needs more than a 21. I'm just going to swing at the same guy again.
All right, give me another attack roll.
God, are you fucking kidding me? Rolled another 21.
Same results. Both blows come with a keen parry from this creature's bow staff.
All right. Yeah, so I guess he just takes those two swings and looks a little shocked at how easily he parried them. And yeah, he's just, I can reassess, question his life choices up until now and hold out for next turn. But at least he did something to help a buddy. So at least my turn wasn't completely useless.
Gladier's having a Balgrim style crisis of faith right now.
Right? All right, yeah, that'll be my turn.
All right, moving on down. I'm gonna say all of the very end of the bottom of the round is the damned. Some of the ones that were engaging each other are going to continue to do so. We're gonna move a few things around here. But some of them are going to actually. I'm going to make some deck saves against Gladier's Guardian here. 2 fails, 1 pass, and 1 fail. 20 radiant damage is enough to cook a couple more of these guys. A couple more minions get fried off the board as they shuffle around in battle due to Gladier's Guardians. So that's an additional 30 points there, Gladier. No, 40 points. Wait, so actually...
Yes, I don't know how you want to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe like one takes the full damage and one takes the half to get to 60.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so...
All right, yeah.
You fry a couple minions, though. Get a couple more off of the way. This minion's gonna run. Let's see how close we can get. Okay, so these damned souls keep moving around, and one of them moves into a flanking position with his demon master on Renwick. So this burly dwarf with looks like several battle wounds and probably a mortal wound, bleeding out of his side. Several arrows and spears kind of just hang out of his person. He approaches Renwick and attacks 23. I assume that hits.
Yep.
Followed by a 16. I assume that's going to miss.
True.
8 points of bludgeoning damage as this dwarf this damned soul walks up on you and gives you a thwack. Similar situation, a couple of these damned souls move closer to combat and actually engage Locris. 2 of these, they look like humans, garbed in leather, maybe barbarian types. Let's see, we're looking at a 23 and a 17 to hit.
Just the 23.
And oh crap, I rolled garbage. Only 4 points of bludgeoning damage from these 2 attackers. However, a third that's not quite up on you is going to make a ranged melee attack with a bow. 21 to hit.
Nope, magic number is 23.
Oh, nice. So the arrow sails wide. And that's that. The layer action at the bottom of the round. Once again, you hear the earth tremble and shake, and off in the distance, a volcano erupts and sends molten bits of rock kind of sprinkle down upon the battlefield. Everybody, go ahead and give me dex saves.
So 23.
Get a +5 from you, right, Glider?
Yeah, anyone within 30 feet, which would be
Blade and Locris.
yes, Blade and Locris, you get a +5.
1 for Lucas.
Dirty 20 for Glader.
Pass. What was that one, Locris?
$21.
Pass. Okay. Nobody fails the save, so it's only half damage, and it's only 8 total. 16 if you failed, but 8 if you passed, which all of you did.
And evasion for Renwick.
Oh yeah, perfect. Okay.
Shield Master for Lucas.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Some of you take no damage. All right, this might be the last round for the evening, boys. This could be a 2-parter battle. We'll see. Moving to the top of the round, Renwick, you are back up. I'll take another photo, and you're up.
Alrighty. Well, we need to make our way to the door. We only need 2 more coins by my count, so
You are entirely surrounded. You have a damned soul on one side of you, a trio of demons temporarily trucing to try to carve you up.
is there a demon that looks like it has a particularly large coin purse?
Like coin purse, or okay. No.
Either or. I'll
Both.
plan accordingly.
Go ahead and give me. I'll say insight check.
Okay. That is with reliable talent, that's a 17.
I'll say with a 17, the minion attacking you clearly belongs to the green 6 devil. So he has at least 1 soul coin.
Okay. I'm gonna try to snatch his coin purse. real quick.
Okay, you guys are in active combat, so stealth is kind of out the window. So go ahead and just give me a
Yeah,
sleight of hand.
straight up sleight of hand. But it is with an additional +5 because of my gloves of thievery, so +15. And I'm not proficient, so I don't get that. So still a 21.
Alright. I'm going to say that is not quite fast enough. You go for the satchel, and he's in combat mode, gripping his weapons tightly. He's got a careful stance, and you kind of feign in, and rather than attack, you just snatch his coin purse. Immediately, the damned soul that was attacking you drops to one knee and proclaims, "I will serve you, master."
Yeah, I imagine Renwick just like his rapier comes out like out of the palm of his hand, and he looks like he's going for the stab, and then he just kind of smirks as the coin purse falls and he snatches it out of the air. And then I'm gonna bonus action disengage and use my 25 feet of movement to rush back toward the party and get away from being surrounded.
Okay, yeah. 25 feet gets you planted firmly behind giant sized Locris.
And am I able to look in the coin purse, or do I have to wait till next turn?
No. Free object interaction. Look in the coin purse. Go ahead and roll me 1d4 plus 1.
That's a 3 for a total of 4.
Excellent. 4 soul coins.
And Renwick will just jingle the 2 coin purses, be like, "Well, boys, looks like it's time to get the fuck out of here."
Alright. Moving on down. Locris, you are up. We've got a couple of these damned souls attacking you. Blade to your right, Renwick behind you. I'll drop another pick in the feed.
All right.
Yeah, so the battlefield's changed a little bit, but yeah, tell me kind of how you proceed.
I was seeing the chaos on the field. I have 2 on me. But we need Gladier, so Locris is going to Hexblade Curse, green number 4, and accepting the attacks of opportunity is going to charge at him.
Okay, only a couple of minions. One is 23, and the other is a critical fail.
So again, 1 hits.
6 total bludgeoning damage.
He barely notices that as he goes charging in, and I am going to take 2 epic swings on this green number 4.
Alright, go ahead and give me some
And that,
attack rolls.
let's see, 28 on the first
That's a hit.
and 26 on the second.
That is also a hit.
Oh, it's a D8. Let's use blood splatter, and I need a 6. So the first one, going to have my gaze. So that is 3 plus 7 for 10 plus 3 for 13 plus an additional 5 for 18 on the first. Radiant damage. I had switched back to the Sunblade.
Oh, nicely done. Okay.
And a 6 on that one, plus 7 is 13. Plus, I believe it's on every hit. Let me double check. So tentatively, it's going to be a 18 on the second as well. Let me just double check. Hexblade. Hexblade's curse. Yep, it's not just once. Yeah, 18 on the second one as well. So a total of 36 radiant damage.
Nicely done.
And that will end my turn, hoping to take a little heat off of a Gladier.
Okay, for sure. Moving on down from Locris, that will be Blade. You are up. You see a giant Locris kind of just charges past you to the other side of you and begins engaging these devils with Gladier. I'll drop a new pick in the feed.
All right.
So you've got Renwick nearby, you've got a couple of these damned souls nearby, you've got Gladier and Locris kind of engaging these enemies in front of you.
Well, first and foremost, I'm probably going to want to get away from those guys on that are near me. I'm gonna just go ahead and preemptively. I'm just gonna misty step over on the other side of where, like, kind of where Locris is, maybe like 10 feet away from where he is on his right.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe up a little bit.
Yeah.
Just to get away from that whole horde. So can I take
sacrifice Renwick? I get it. I'm picking up what you're putting down. No.
he's got a few more means of getting away. He's I can I take a look at the two that Gladier and Locris are facing off with, just to kind of see how they're looking?
You mean like health wise?
Yeah, health wise.
I'd say give me either an insight or a medicine check.
Let's go. No, they're both the same. Let's just say insight. 10.
He seems to have seen a bit of battle, but he is not showing any signs of slowing down anytime soon. And that goes for both of them. They got a few nicks and cuts. They've definitely seen some combat, but neither of them seems too terribly injured.
Yeah.
Despite Locris coming pummeling one very thoroughly.
I'm going to use Dissonant Whispers on the red 4. As I kind of like teleport over to the other side, I'll take a strum of the loot, and I'll just kind of you just kind of hear this demon just hears like run, run, run. As I try to use some Dissonant Whispers on him.
Okay, these guys have some weird abilities. So what is the language of Dissonant Whispers? One more time, I forget.
Sure, yeah, of course. You whisper a discordant melody to one creature of your choice within range that can hear, racking it with terrible pain. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, it takes 3d6 or whatever level spell damage I'm putting this at of psychic damage and must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows from you. This creature doesn't move into any dangerous territory and stuff like that. And on successful save, he doesn't have to run away and just takes half as much damage.
Okay, and it's a wisdom save? Oh,
It is a wisdom save.
well, that was garbage. Well, he failed the save, but they are immune to fear. Is this a fear-based ability? As long as it doesn't say like move out of fear or anything, like I think it'll slide.
On failed save, it takes 3d6, whatever, psychic, and must immediately use its reaction, if available, to move as far as its speed allows away from you. Creature doesn't
It's
move into.
Okay.
it's not considered a fear or frightened
No.
effect. It's just
Okay.
an impulse.
Makes sense. Okay, yeah, he definitely fails, and he will immediately use his reaction to fly 50 feet away from Blade, which will give Gladier an opportunity attack.
Oh, ready? Is
And how
the
much?
Sentinel feet, do you choose to stop their movement? Can I just say, like, I will still let him move? Or
I mean, I guess
is it just automatic?
you could choose to use your ability or not. You don't have to.
Oh, yeah, because I don't want to negate.
Yeah, for
Or
sure.
I could just not attack. Well, I guess I'll leave it up. If you say, like, I can choose to not utilize the Sentinel feat and just attack and let him move, then I'll do that. But if the Sentinel feat is going to trigger no matter what, if I attack, then I would just let him go.
No, I'll say you could
That would
choose. You could hit him without debilitating his movement. You know, you could take
Okay.
a different type of attack. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'll do that then. Yeah, because I would have known that Blade is trying to get him out of there.
Is another I have another 21. All of my attack rolls I've rolled as
And it would be killer too. It's just not against this particular enemy. A third parry from this creature's bow staff blocks your Kopesh as it flees.
fucking wild. Okay.
Got him out of there. That was the main thing. He
Yeah,
takes
that's all that matters.
18 psychic damage.
18 psychic damage. Nice, nice. Okay, perfect.
And I think that's all I can really do right now.
All right, moving on down from Blade, that would be Logos. You are kind of off in the corner doing your own thing, but one of these devils has managed to pop up right in your face.
Is this the one that I've been in mortal combat with the entire combat?
Basically, yes. He's got a couple of your arrows sticking out of him. He's pretty pissed off. He's coming at you pretty hard.
He's coming on me pretty hard. Well, does he look pretty? Does he look pretty hurt, or is he still pretty?
You can give me an
Okay.
insight or medicine check.
It's a 30 insight.
A 30?
I rolled a 19 plus 11.
Damn. Okay. Well, with a 30, I'll just give you the deets. He has taken approximately 70 points of damage. He's 70 out of like 200 right now.
Okay. It's terrifying. All right. Well, I'm
This was
gonna.
the one that you dropped on his head and drilled with arrows. So, yeah, you've been pretty much focusing on this demon alone. Devil, whatever.
All right. I'm going to attack. First one is a nat 1. The second is a 32.
Well, 32 hits for sure.
With this one, I'm gonna pump one of my tattoo charges into it. So we're looking at 12 from the arrow. And 46. Hi.
Was that 46 or 4d6? I'm just busting your balls.
I tried to roll in. I know. I tried to roll in the chat, but I rolled in the wrong one. 4d6. So an extra 8 points of necrotic damage on top of that. So 20 points of damage.
All right, yeah. You point blank arrow to the chest, despite him teleporting across the map to get in your face.
And then I'm gonna bonus action attack again. That's 27 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
We're looking at 14 radiant damage, if that matters.
It definitely does.
And then since I've attacked him, I'm going to use my boots of the mobile to move away without incurring an opportunity attack. I'm going to move my full 40 feet towards my friends.
Okay, yeah, that puts you right between Locris on one side and Blade on the other.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Moving on down to the demons. Devils. Let's see here. Basically 1, 2, and 5 and their minions are still duking it out in this brawl. They're going to move a bit, perhaps adjust a bit. Okay. Let's see here. The red ones are going to go first. Let's see. That one's actually maneuvering. This one's not wasting any time, though. Dives down. It's still kind of holding true. Still chasing after old Renwick. So these couple of attacks are coming at disadvantage. Dirty 20? I don't think that... Does a dirty 20 hit you?
No.
Okay, that first attack is a miss. Second attack, 19. Nope, that's not gonna do it. Nope. Oh. 2 attacks and a bonus attack just kind of whiff as this creature is just angrily flailing its sword about smashing the earth, not able to find purchase as your kind of blurred form dances around.
Sick.
3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. 3 chases Logos. It does not let you get out of its sight. It comes back for you. 1, One's a 17, which I think misses, but the other's a 22.
The 22 hits.
All right, and the third is an 18.
That misses.
Okay. You take an additional. Damn, I'm pretty good on that one. 16 points of slashing damage as this demon continues to follow you and do combat. Moving on down to the others. Yep, it's pretty clear that these two demons would also continue to chase Renwick. One of them is going to position themselves in a flank with the other attacking demon, so they do not have to roll with disadvantage. These will be straight rolls. First attack is a 22 to hit. Second attack is a 26 to hit.
Yeah, 22 AC.
Third attack is only a 16. So 2 attacks. The first attack will be 12 damage. The second will be 15. So 20.
And I'll uncanny dodge that for 7.
Okay, perfect. That being said, the other demon also still pursues Renwick. This one's not quite in the flank, but 13, 24, even with disadvantage, that's not bad. Oh yeah, after you get hit once in a round, you don't actually have to roll with disadvantage, right?
True, till the top of the round.
Okay, well, I took a lower dice on that one anyway. 20, dirty 20?
Yep. Oh, wait, sorry. 22 AC.
Okay.
Oh, wait, 24, because I have Shield of Faith. So-
Oh, yeah, so you squeaked away from that other one, too. No damage this round.
Oh, so wait, because I got hit twice before. One. Fuck, what were those hits? Oh, I can't remember now.
Yeah, sorry, I grabbed the dice already.
Yeah, no worries. I should have thought of it at the time. At least it saved me from the secondary hits.
Yeah, for sure. So the demons kind of, the devil's kind of still conglomerating around Renwick, trying to smash and dash. Some finding purchase, some not so much. With that, the other demons engaging. The blue 4 will continue to attack Lady. Let's get a couple of attack rolls out there. One is going to be a dirty 20, but the other is 29. I believe 29 will hit Gladier. The final attack is a 19, so 1 hit out of those 3. And a whopping 15 damage to you, Gladier. 15 slashing damage.
Alrighty.
And with all of the devils now out of the way, Gladier, you are up. I'll take one more picture. Okay, so you've got Locris near, you've got Logos on the other side of him, you got Blade on the other side of him, Renwick's a few steps behind you, but to your immediate left is a bunch of these like minions, a bunch of these damned souls, and straight ahead of you seems to be still a skirmish between the devils who have either ignored or not noticed your guys' presence.
Would you allow Locris to yell out something before Gladiator takes an action?
Yeah, sure.
He would say, I'm opening a portal. And then implying my next turn, but it wouldn't make sense in that situation. So
When you. Alright. If you hold an action, can you still use a bonus action? right? Is that a thing? Or are you kind of like holding everything? I can't remember.
I think holding an action specifically limits you to like just an action.
Okay, yeah. All right. That's what I thought too. Oh, I'm worried about Renwick, but we're also fucking completely surrounded. Oh, no, he can bonus action disengage. Fucking rogues. Okay, never mind. Yeah. So he, I guess you see Glader start to like turn and like takes a step towards Renwick to like charge in, but he hears Locris's exclamation and pauses, and I'll hold a dash action. Um, Trusting my team. We got the portal coming up. I know Renwick is a slippery little guy, so he could get out of there. So yeah, I'll just hold my dash action to race through the portal that Locris will be opening.
Okay, yeah. Hold your dash action for sure.
And that's my turn.
Okay, moving on down to the bottom here. The damned souls will make a few moves, and most of them are towards Gladier. One towards Renwick to fill the gap as always. So that's with the flank. It's a straight roll. 3 on the die is not going to do it. Another swing and a miss for Renwick's slippery arse. But 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4 attacks incoming for Gladier. We're looking at a dirty 20. I think that's going to miss. The 2 on the die, also going to miss. 6 on the die, not going to do it. And there we go. Natural 20 to hit.
Oof. All right, at least all the others missed.
That's an even 20 points of bludgeoning damage.
All right. I'm getting walloped here.
And as the battle continues towards the bottom of the round, this layer action, once again, a rumble in the earth shakes beneath your feet, and some of the seismic activity begins to act up. But instead of spewing bits of molten rock all over the battlefield, a nearby volcano erupts and covers the entire battlefield in a thick smoke and ash and soot, and the entire battlefield is blocked from everyone's view. Nothing but black smoke in all directions. And I think that is where we're going to have to put a bookmark in our tale for the time being, fellas.
I'll remind next session, but this is why I have blind sight.
Yeah, I figured it wouldn't mess with you too much, but yeah. Essentially, the entire battlefield has been blinded for those of you that can be blinded.
Would my devil's sight get me past that? Actually, no. I think it just gives me dark vision up to like 120 feet.
Blinding lights, dust, fog. That doesn't work with that crap. It's just only if they shut the lights off.
Yep. Worth a shot.
Word. I figured it might be a two-parter encounter, depending on how you guys rolled it. I didn't know how we were going to roll. I was like, this is either going to take a while, or these guys are going to fucking womp me, and we're going to move on quickly.
Now we just
It
have
was
to wait for Gladiator to lead everybody because he's been blind this whole campaign, so he's the most likely to be able to find his way around.
Ooh,
I
that's
think
fair,
we
that's
would have fought until you said that one has 250 HP.
fair.
That's all right. We got to get the fuck out of here.
I mean, you guys could win, but it'll be a grind for sure. Here is the latest battle map reference. That'll be what we start our next session with. So we'll try to keep it there.
BEA, beautiful.
All right, fellas. Heck yeah. I got a few things I got to run off and do real quick, so I can't stick around and chat. But thanks again. I'm stoked to have everybody around. It was a good time. Keep in touch. We'll do this again soon for sure.
Yeah, good to get back
Sounds
to
good.
it, boys.
All right, catch you guys later.
See you guys.
Bye.
Good night.
you